Operations Center can help increase your farm profits. Visit landmarkimp.com/events for a complete combine clinic schedule, or visit your local Landmark location and experience the Landmark difference.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HNHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Day by Day is the new documentary about Tom Osborne and the Nebraska Cornhuskers' decades-long pursuit of a national championship. Featuring interviews with former players and coaches, as well as famous fans like Peyton and Archie Manning, Larry the Cable Guy, and numerous NCAA and NFL legends, Day by Day is the riveting, untold story of one of the most dominant, celebrated, and controversial football teams ever. Opening in theaters on August 11th, visit daybydaymovie.com for details. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You were so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
Veterans, do you know what local, state, and federal benefits and services you're eligible to receive? Do you want help navigating the application or appeals process? Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. You've served our country, now let us serve you. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at the short. Look at the short. And the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
No. It's cold in this studio. This is the ticket 93.7 on Terrell Farley. It's winter in this studio. It is about 55 degrees in here. I got a jacket on, and Bach is just being Bach, sleepless.
I'm usually pretty cold if I am in the studio. I don't think it's abnormal compared to normal days.
Yeah. Yeah. The weather is just beautiful outside today. It's Friday, man. We got 20 days. 20 days to kick off. It's right here, but it ain't up. I like it. But yeah, we got 20 days for kickoff, Bach. Minnesota's on deck. We get ready this week, and I think we get on the Minnesota train. I said we get a depth chart out so we can do our job, because I can't do anything without knowing who's going to be out there. That's better. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do my job. I don't know who's going to be out there. It's going to be a surprise for everybody.
Yeah, some coaches too, they'll wait, and we've seen this before with Scott Frost and other coaches in the past where you just don't release a depth chart, and obviously until you basically have to. And so I don't expect to see one too quickly. But that kind of makes it kind of fun. Like when Taylor Martinez's first game he started, nobody knew going into that game it was going to be Taylor. It was a battle between Cody Green and Zach Lee and Taylor Martinez, and then they run out Taylor. And for people that hadn't been paying close attention, who just figured Zach Lee or Cody Green they'd heard about, they're like, "Who's this guy?" And he runs for a 66-yard touchdown or whatever it was, 57 or whatever the first one was. But I don't expect it, too many surprises like that, but I don't know. I think that's part of the gamesmanship of the first game is you don't release one.
Did you watch the preseason game last night?
I didn't watch. I saw some highlights, and of course the big highlight was C.J. Stroud's interception from last night. He didn't play too particularly well, though he didn't play particularly long either.
Too serious.
Yeah. But football is back. It feels great. If you are looking for some NFL action, there's a whole slate of games tonight. Two of them on the NFL Network.
Yes, I get to watch it.
Yeah, you do.
Cable man comes today.
There you go.
Internet guy comes today.
Yeah,
1 to 3. I'll be waiting. So I'm excited about football. I'm really more excited about college football because I like college football better than I do the pros because the atmosphere and the rivalries that we have and how people really dress up and how they, and how it can be real intense, how you get the good matchups early in the year with who LSU play, Notre Dame or Florida State and LSU.
Yeah.
So we got an early good season matchup right there. That would knock one of those out the box because I don't think they'll be in the end of the year, they'll be not talked about.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think both those teams have a chance. Florida State, if you take that loss, you can still, obviously win the ACC. LSU, again, I think I think eventually, and I don't know how quick it'll be, but remember, LSU won the SEC West last year in year one. They beat Alabama in year one under Brian Kelly. That's a school that I say over and over again. I don't know if you need the best coach to win a national championship there. They've won in the last 25 years or whatever under Nick Saban, with Ed Orgeron, obviously, most recently, and with Les Miles there, with Bo Pelini there in 2007. So, 3 different coaches, obviously Nick Saban great, but Les Miles and Ed Orgeron, pretty darn good coaches, win championships. But again, maybe not that would have to be able to lead other programs. So, and with Brian Kelly, I think he's fantastic. Notre Dame's all-time wins leader there. So, I mean, it obviously was weird when him a couple summers ago when he left for that job along with Lincoln Riley leaving Oklahoma. Weird to see Notre Dame and Oklahoma look like kind of stepping stone jobs or what have you. But I don't know. I'm interested to see how quickly Brian Kelly can get it going at LSU. Jalen Daniels, a great quarterback they've got there. The Arizona State transfer from a few years ago. I know. Was that the team you picked out? You're not necessarily buying this year in the top 10?
Who's that?
LSU.
Yeah. I don't think that Nick Saban would slip twice.
Yeah.
Nick Saban's always reload. He always rethinks things, and I think he's smart enough to know where he messed up last year. Probably a young team. Now, they're still going to struggle at quarterback because we don't know who their quarterback is going to be. So, but you can look for their defense to be fast and aggressive, like always. Kevin Steele is back there now. He went back to Alabama. So, Coach Steele, former coach here, linebacker coach. It's just and Alabama recruits good every year. I don't see them losing a step that fast to Georgia. They can beat Georgia. It might be our only hope to knocking Georgia out from being a three-peat.
Yeah, and to the Alabama thing too, you're wondering if they will continue their dominance at quarterback. I mean, they've had a string here now of Bryce Young and Mac Jones and Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts before that. So I mean,
they wasn't ranked in the 25 for recruiting, but now they're number 3 all of a sudden.
Alabama,
yeah, they jumped up real fast. So it's not about what you do at the beginning; it's about how you close it out. And I think Alabama probably might end up number 1 in the end of it.
Yeah, we'll see. Georgia's been winning the offseason as well. I mean, that's part of winning on the field. So there's a very good recruiting battle between those schools. Once again, not set to play this year. Kind of frustrating as the SEC schedule goes, but we'll see if they get to the SEC championship game, both of them. I mean, that would be a big time game, which would basically set up for either, well, with the frustrations of where we are now. I shouldn't say frustrations, but just where we are now. I mean, potentially if both those teams go undefeated and then one of them loses in the SEC championship game, you get right back to the college football playoff like it was a few years ago. So we've already seen that happen before. Could happen again. But who knows? I mean, I can't wait because I love how we kind of put these teams up on this pedestal. We try to, and there's a few teams that deserve that. Michigan, who's been to the playoffs the last couple of years, obviously Ohio State, Alabama, and Georgia, and more often Clemson, but haven't been the last couple of years. But I guess my point is, what to me makes me like college football more than the NFL is when one of those teams gets knocked off in the regular season, because it's a big deal.
And the crowd runs out there, they tear down the goalpost, and the school cries the next day. But, that's the excitement of college football, because you never know what's going to happen.
Do you think that that's still going to be there with the 12-team playoff? Because some of that, the upset is like, we just ruined their season. If you get the win, but don't ruin their season, they're probably still going to make the playoffs. I think you'll still have your own joy within your upset because it's elevating your program.
It might get better in the playoffs because now you get a 12 seed probably beat the number 1 seed. So, we say that can't happen, but hey, we never know in these days and age because it happens in basketball all the time.
It does. I don't think that that's necessarily likely. I think you could put the playoffs to 64 teams. I think the top 4 or 5 teams pretty much separate themselves pretty well. But it could happen. We the first year we had the 4-team playoff, the 4 beat the 1 right away.
Yeah.
So I mean, upsets can happen. I just don't know if you extend that far, if it's likely. Usually, I mean, the 12th place team could be like the Big Ten West champion or something. And that's been, less so the case the last couple of years. But I guess my point is, an Ole Miss or something that's already lost to Alabama or Georgia,
So you just woke up this morning and said, I'm going to go see PJ Fleck.
I'm hoping so. My buddy asked me if we'll make the road trip. And I said, yeah, I'm always,
whose side you going to sit on?
I don't know. We haven't looked at tickets too much yet.
Is your buddy a Minnesota?
I'll be rowing the boat.
Is your buddy a Minnesota fan?
No, he's a Nebraska fan.
Okay.
And I'm a Nebraska. I'm be cheered for Nebraska. I just, I respect PJ Fleck. And again, I think that there are similarities between his program and what we hope to have here with Matt Rule. Matt Rule comes off a lot less annoying, which is good. I think people just don't naturally have a distaste for Matt Rule outside of in Carolina, where people don't really like Matt Rule. But PJ Fleck kind of rubs people the wrong way, so there's that difference. But to me,
he doesn't talk that much. It seems like.
Who's that?
PJ Fleck. Does he talk a lot?
Oh yeah. I mean, if he gets the chance to be the center of the room, he will.
Does he throw jabs and stuff?
He had a little bit of back and forth with Scott Frost, which was kind of fun because. Well, Scott Frost kind of called him out. He said basically because of the row the boat and ski Yuma and all that stuff. Now that's a Minnesota thing, but all the kind of like phrases that PJ Flex likes to use to try to get his team going. Scott Frost said, "We don't do that. We don't do any of that sloganeering. We don't need that." and then again, that's part of the connection I make is because Matt Rule comes in and he's got this OOU and all these different slogans.
OOU, what is that?
One of us. They've got that on. A lot of them have that on their jerseys.
Something with OOU.
OOU. Yeah, the OU doesn't look great, but it's O period O period U. So it separates the O and U very well. But
got nothing like go big red, huh? Wow. We're just gonna change up for anybody, don't we?
Well, they've really embraced day by day, which I
Yeah.
appreciate.
Well, that's history.
Yeah.
You know, you need history in the program. You know, you can go back to the Herschel Walker days at Georgia, the Billy Sims days, the Earl Campbell days.
Mhm.
All this is history about football.
Yeah, but it's not like even I think there was a little bit of disappointment or an expectation that Scott Frost would embrace the history a little bit more than he did.
Scott Frost was running Chip Kelly
That's
kind of
right.
ball.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what Scott Frost was doing. I mean, you would think, you know, as a former teammate of his, he'll come in and do things the right way, not really the right way, but he could do it his way, but still have some kind of passion about it. You know, I think he lost the passion probably after about 2 years here. So, you know, that's on him. He got his money. You know, let him live his life, and good luck to him.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't have too much of a distaste for people. His tenure here as a head coach, because you still have to remember he did help Nebraska win a national championship. The speech he made about Tom Osborne to maybe get some of those extra votes in there from the coaches poll at the end. You know, it just didn't work out, and it's something where if it did work out, we would be insufferable. Yeah, I don't know if people understand that. There's not a whole lot of places where a former national championship quarterback comes back and successfully plays, coaches a school.
Yeah, I done had plenty of jobs that didn't work out. So but the thing is, I didn't get a big signing bonus or a big chunk on my way out. That's the difference between me and Scott, is that I had plenty of jobs that I like. Oh man, I don't think I'm coming back tomorrow. I think. After about 6 months, I don't think.
Yeah, this isn't for me.
Nah, this isn't for me. No.
Yeah.
So I prefer to work on my own.
What did you think about the decision to give him one more year this past year?
I think Trev was trying to help. I think it was more of a let Trev get out and try to see can he recruit before he gets rid of Scott. Because Mickey did the job, and that was as an intern coach. I don't think he was ever involved for a head coaching job here, probably somewhere else. But it was something. You give him another year, that way you can see who's out there. Rule was going to be out there. He's already out there. You knew Bob Stoops was out there, so you had a package you had a real select group of coaches to get. So I think as it all boils down, that just give another year, and that way we can search a little better.
Yeah, I think that played into it. I just know that going into his fifth year, obviously he kind of had the walkout from the fans against Purdue. They kind of made them say, before the 3-9 season was over, we're gonna bring him back, and we're just gonna make these changes. It's interesting to me that they're basically going the polar opposite as far as offensive systems, and I wonder how much a system versus kind of just fit or kind of whatever you're looking for as an AD. But it's interesting to me that their fix for the Scott Frost offense was, all right, let's bring in a guy with that likes to sling the ball around, like they made with Mark Whipple, and then the next hire is, all right, we're gonna throw that out the window. Now we're just gonna establish physical run dominant football.
I don't know. Satterfield is I think he's a Mark Whipple 2.0.
He might be.
You could tell by the stats that their quarterback had last year.
Well, if he has Spencer Rattler, you might want to sling it around.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He had good stats. They was probably 70-30 last year passing. So, he's probably gonna have to learn what to do in the Big Ten. So, but like I said, Whipple was probably Whipple was probably the problem last year, because at certain times we should have slowed down running. We had the advantage in the running game, and we didn't take advantage of it, and I think that hurt us at the end of the games, because we should have capitalized off just ball control.
Yeah, I think at times, I think toward the as the season went along, Anthony Grant had less harder time trying to get much going in the ground game,
because they didn't never give him a groove.
Well, they also just didn't have Casey Thompson as a threat. So I mean, the defense, it was more obvious what Nebraska was going to do or be able to do.
Well, it's the same. I think it's the same situation this year that we hope don't happen like last year, because we don't have a true backup. I know he says that Purdy is doing good, but hey, everybody's going to look good in practice. You know, you can't really tell until you get them in the game.
There's a big somewhat expectation, I suppose, from a part of the fan base to limit the hits on Jeff Sims, have kind of a package for likely Heinrich Harburg, who's probably a little bit. I mean, Chubba's got some wheels too, but Harburg, they really like his run package. Do you like that? Do you think, especially maybe a goal line or kind of your fourth down and 1 or 3rd and short, you think you might truck Harburg out there? I don't know how much of an advantage he gives you more than Sims in actually running the play, but it'll just take like hits off of Sims.
Well, I don't know. You know, teams pick up on stuff like that when quarterbacks switch out, and they can always tell when it's going to be run. So, you know, if they probably already know about this kid, and, you know, they'll stack the line, or they'll make them try to beat him in the air. So you don't want to just I understand it's a cat versus mouse game, and like passing wise, but you know, I don't know, man. I think Jeff Sims a better runner than him. I don't know why they would take him out of his groove, but you know, if that's what they want to do, have at it.
Yeah, I mean, you could be right. It will be interesting to see. Like you said, it was a cat and mouse game, so if they do that, you know, expect a play action or kind of a jump pass or something like that out of it. If that ends up being one of their packages, but we will see. I'll let you throw it to break.
All right, this is the ticket 93.7. We'll be back.
Day by Day is the new documentary about Tom Osborne and the Nebraska Cornhuskers' decades-long pursuit of a national championship. Featuring interviews with former players and coaches, as well as famous fans like Peyton and Archie Manning, Larry the Cable Guy, and numerous NCAA and NFL legends, Day by Day is the riveting, untold story of one of the most dominant, celebrated, and controversial football teams ever. Opening in theaters on August 11th, visit daybydaymovie.com for details. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go Big Brand!
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended used body shop. That's who we are.
Lane's Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, usually sunny skies, but there is a slight chance of some later in the afternoon. Otherwise, it'll be a hot one today. We'll see an afternoon high of around 93. Tonight, mostly clear with a low of around 67. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies with an afternoon high of around 59. Meteorologist Kyle Puckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to The Ticket, 93.7 on the black shirt. Terrell Farley. I'm with Bach. Hey, Bach, man, what's going over in there in Iowa, man? These 7 more players, 4 from Iowa State and 3 from Iowa. These young men seem like they get this money and they do stupid things with it. You know, I don't know what to say about this in this gambling thing they got going on. This is too much.
Yeah, I mean it's somewhat easily accessible now. I know, you know, some of the younger guys had to use a brother or a grandma or whatever to filter the money from. But another one that's interesting here is Arlen Bruce, who transferred to Oklahoma State. So he's kind of getting the Nebraska basketball treatment here, where they're like, well, we're gonna have this guy. Well, maybe not. Arlen Bruce was accused of completing 132 wagers, $4,342. So yeah, good chunk of change, but not close to what we were dealing with Aaron Eulis there.
He had 100. What he had? 34,000.
38,000, something like that.
What's the be in there? Was it 8,000 or it was
before you'll get punished?
Yeah,
800.
800.
Yeah. All these guys will be very severely punished. Might not play, and I don't want to put them all in the same bracket because again, there's differences. But none of these are around 800. In any case, what makes his a little bit more alarming, again, Arlen Bruce, is that he put wagers on 12 Iowa football games, 11 of which he participated in. Ooh. One of which, reportedly, the Northwestern game, he bet the under and scored the touchdown to get the over on.
Is this the running back one now?
This is the wide receiver.
Okay, now they got a starting running back for Iowa State. I don't know if it's Iowa State or Iowa, but I think it's Iowa State. But the starting running back was betting too. So now you have your starting quarterback out. Now you're going to have your starter. You're going to lose your whole team.
Yeah. It's bad. I mean, to be clear, there is one guy actually, Reggie Bracey, who they also have indicted here, has competed 66 wagers totaling $715. So maybe he wouldn't be in as much trouble. The problem is, again, he bet on 2 games he participated in, which is another side problem from the NCAA's eyes, obviously.
Oh, yeah. How stupid can you be to bet on games that you play on? I mean, if you really think it's not going to come back on you, now they probably wishing they never did this.
Yeah, and I don't know, like they obviously have like the betting total of what they bet. We don't know if, did they come out well on top? Did they come out not making any of this money back? Are they about even? That
Why would
you
you
don't
bet
really know.
for like measlies of dollars? I know if I'm a bet, it's going, and if I know I was playing it, it's going to be millions. You know what I'm saying?
They don't have millions.
Yeah, but you're going to bet 67 cents or $67 on this. Oh man.
Well, that's what a lot of them.
You might as well just go get 67 tokens and put them in the slot machine and press your luck, pull.
Well, yeah, you could play blackjack or something, but but the idea behind sports betting is you think you know what's going to happen better than just a random chance. And but again, I think with even the Aaron Eulis, who again bet $30,000, he did it in a total that would, he put a lot of bets down, so each bet would range to about $18. For a lot of people, that's what they want to do, is just put, $20 on this game, $20 on that. If you have $100 to bet, bet on 5 games or bet on 4 games, and then put a parlay in.
I don't gamble.
You don't gamble? Yeah,
I don't know. I don't even do fantasy football.
Don't you? Have you ever tried it?
No, I'm gonna try. I want to try it this year.
Fantasy football's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to go overboard, but I want to try it this year.
Yeah, it's interesting. And again, we would think that maybe this wouldn't hit Nebraska. Obviously, did with the Aaron Eulis transfer. I think everybody that has an Iowa or Iowa State transfer now is kind of just probably gonna have to ask, like, hey, is there any way you'd be mixed up in this sort of thing? But I don't know. I'm interested to see kind of what the ramifications are on those football programs or on the pro. I mean, it's not just the football team. This is a statewide problem between the 2 colleges, but really an athletic department problem. And you still want to kind of see with all these guys, and it's, is this something that, and Jay Foreman really was talking about this the other day when it did a really good job of breaking it down on Old School. Is this an adult that's kind of is at the end of this, are going to find out that there's a mass conspirator that's just kind of moving the pieces to help all these guys do it.
Yeah.
Is another student on campus, a student between the campuses? Or is it, to me, is this something, if you start looking at every college, because of how easy it is to sports bet now, that you might find a few gals here and there that are doing it?
Yeah, it's sad that it is happening, because now they lose their eligibility. Some of them might not ever play again. So I think it's more of a athlete problem, because I know the university, they don't tolerate stuff like that, and you always say don't gamble on games. You see what happened to Pete Rose with gambling and what it does to young men, and is this just too early in life for these guys to be betting on things like this? What you want to do is just play football for fun, not bet and throw games, not make you bad rep for the rest of your life.
Well, yeah, and it's just like, just wait. I mean, as soon as you graduate, as soon as you're done, bet on as many games as you want. It's all legal. There's no problem.
Little slot machine. Be like an old lady. Just pull the handle.
That's right. Get yourself. So you don't go. Have you been to the casino too much?
Oh, I went probably when the last time I went? About a year ago.
So you at least take advantage of the.
No, I went to the casino. I was there 30 minutes.
No, you don't stay there too long.
No. I lost $100 about 25 minutes.
That sounds like me. I played
a couple of bad blackjack hands.
That's what happens.
$25 on the slot. So
yeah.
And I'm out.
Yep, that's done. That's what happened to me when I went with a group of the guys from the ticket years ago. We were going to go up there and spend a couple hours up there. Everybody brought $100 or whatever. And I kept getting like 14 and 13, 15 on blackjack, like 10 straight hands. It's like, all right, well, I'm done. I'll just sip on the free soda.
Did you call any of them?
Huh?
Did you call any of them?
I tried. I mean, I tried everything I could do. I mean,
getting tens, huh?
I was just getting awful. Yeah. I just didn't have any luck. That can happen. But you can ask Sorensen. It wasn't like I was playing bad. It was just, awful hands after
You was
awful
at the table
hands.
by a group of people?
Oh yeah, he watched me lose $100 in like 10 hands.
Yeah, poor Jake.
Yeah, it's tough. But oh well, I think the smart thing to do if you do go to a casino, and most people know this, is bring the cash or bring the amount that you can afford to lose, and then have that night. And then if you lose it all in 10 minutes, don't go back to the ATM and try to win it back. That's when you start getting buried.
Well, first of all, the ATM gonna charge you like $6.
Yeah, that
so,
too.
You're gonna spend, instead of 100, you're gonna get 100, and instead of 102 or 103, it's gonna be like 108.
Yeah.
So I think they rip us off with that right there. But
yeah.
That's why I try to go in there with my money and not take a bank card or a wallet in there. Period.
Oh yeah.
So.
You ever been to Vegas?
No.
No. Any interest?
Little.
Yeah. There's more to do than just gamble there.
Yeah.
Especially now that they're adding, that giant eye. No. Football teams and potentially more sports teams down the line.
It's too hot in Vegas.
It is too hot there. That is one thing that you learn once you get there, is there's nothing but desert. North, south, east, west, no matter where you look, for miles and miles and miles. It's the desert.
I only like to be hot for like 2 hours, and that's about it.
Yeah.
When I sit on the back porch, I can stay out there 2 hours, but then it's time to come in.
Yeah. Did you went to Phoenix, right, for the Fiesta Bowl? Did you like it there?
Yeah, weather was nice that time of year.
Yeah,
it wasn't too bad. We practiced outside actually.
Did you?
Yeah, we practiced outside, and it felt good. And even the nighttime air was great. It was best weather to play in.
Yeah, I love that. That game is still awesome, and kind of ties into again what I think was happening here at Nebraska, which is going back to the blueprint, bringing back power football. And at the same time, you need that element of speed. And Matt Rule's done a really good job of bringing that speed. But that's part of what makes that game so awesome, is that it was, a long time, the argument against, maybe power versus speed is that once you get to the bowl game, it's going to be nice weather. Your traditional sloppy, muck it up Midwest football might not work against that speed. So the whole talk was the Florida speed against Nebraska, and it's going to be nice weather, and so they're going to just run it up on them. And it ended up being Nebraska that ran it up on Florida. So that was awesome.
Well, hopefully we can get back there to a bowl game this year.
Yeah, and then eventually back to a national championship. But I think that is, that's why I don't want to sound like the negative guy. I just want everybody to have a little patience, because I think what they're doing, what they're trying to do. And like you said, we won't totally know. Maybe Satterfield will completely throw off what I'm saying here. But if they're trying to establish a power football program built on the front lines, which I think you need in the Big Ten, and something Nebraska hasn't had, you don't just flip a light switch, inherit a roster, and you're able to do it. Now you can make strides, but I don't know if you could just do it. And then the other thing is, there's programs all around the Big Ten that have been doing this for years. This is built into their program. It's part of their culture. And so you're playing catch up a little bit there. But that's why I urge Husker fans to have a little bit of patience if things don't look great right away, because I think that's not something you just can just turn a light switch on, like I was saying. And then I don't want them to get so frustrated by it not working that you start to think, well, then we'll try this idea and that idea, and kind of get away from the plan again, which is, to me, is establishing power football. That's the route in my mind. That's the blueprint that we've seen from Tom Osborne. Might take 22 years before you get across that line. And again, you're going to have to recruit outside of the power football, feeling, and get a lot of different speed in there. But that's what Michigan's doing, right? Michigan has taken over with a power football model. Georgia, that they're winning. Like, it doesn't, there's not too many different options. We kind of think about all these different, systems that you can run, but ultimately, are you based on power? Or are you based on speed? And for all these offenses, it's been this, a huge deal over the last 20 years to convert to speed. And then Nebraska's kind of trying to outrun what Ohio State and USC run, when Ohio State and USC can run, get better athletes in just because of the location. So again, I think that this is the model. I think that that's what Trev Alberts was looking for. And I think that's what Matt Rule wants to run, though he's shown that he can run different things, and be successful with it. But so we'll see. I mean, it'll be an adjustment, but I think that we're going to have to sit through it. And I think too, with that, it's not always the most flashy offense. Some people are frustrated by that. If you have to win a 20-13 game and your offense doesn't look great, some people would say, well, I'd rather at least be entertained throughout the game and lose a shootout. Well, good luck. Again, you're not going to win a whole lot of games in the Midwest that way. You're not going to keep up with the teams that can just recruit easily, throw a rock off campus and find athletes that can run a 4.40.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch and see because like I said, we got to get we got to get into these Big Ten games to see how we match up against these teams. With the Ohio States, with the Michigan. Now we recruited good. Now when we play these teams, it makes us sense that we got to recruit better. You got to recruit what fits your system. So, first of all, we got to know the system we in. What does it work in the Big Ten? It's going to be a lot of things we're going to be having to break down this first game too. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that Thursday night.
Oh yeah, it's a tone
morning.
setter. It's a very much a tone setter because if they get that win, your expectations go from here to very much higher up.
And then you swallow some of the words we said earlier.
Yeah.
So
we'll do that either way because we talk and we say different things all around. So that's part of being a radio host.
Take us out, Bob.
All right, you're listening to the captain here on 93.7 The Ticket. Rashawn Jackson is out. He will be back in at some point next week, but he is the 3-time national champ. We'll still give him a shout-out. But here today is All-American and national champ Terrell Farley and myself, Jake Bachman. We'll be back after this. A cold Terrell Farley.
Harvest will be here before we know it, which means it's time to get those combines ready. Landmark Implement invites you to join them at your local combine clinic. They'll be covering S-Series combines August 7th in Hebron, 8th in Gothenburg, 9th in Hastings, or 10th in Kearney, and the new X9 model the 11th in Kearney. When you attend one of Landmark's combine clinics, you'll learn about maintenance, cab controls and calibrations, combine technology, and how Operations Center can help increase your farm profits. Visit landmarkimp.com/events for a complete combine clinic schedule, or visit your local Landmark location and experience the Landmark difference.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HandHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See club for details.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Captain here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are a nice station, I like to think, and so sometimes we like to be a little bit of nice and give somebody an evening with some of our partners, the Salt Dogs. How about that? We've got a 4-pack of Salt Dogs tickets that we're giving away this segment. It will be for the game on Sunday, August 13th. So let me double check. I think that's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, August 13th, just a few days from now. Comes with a parking pass. And so, you and 3 of your friends, 4 total tickets, to go to the Salt Dogs. We'll have one winner. You're going to have to call in and answer our question, though. Number is 402-464-5685. First person to call in and get the question right will win the tickets. So make sure you can go. Obviously, you don't want to win tickets if you can't go. But they are playing the Kansas City Monarchs on Sunday. So my question is, in 2021, Kansas City changed their name. The team in the league changed their name to the Kansas City Monarchs in honor of the old Negro League baseball team that disbanded in 1965. What was their previous nickname? They changed to the Kansas City Monarchs. What were they before that? Let us know. And if you're the first one to do so, you can win the tickets and go to the game on Sunday. How many Salt Dogs games have you been to, Terrell?
I played the field.
Okay. Well, not yet one. We got to get you to BP with DP then.
Yeah, man. I tell you, it's just my schedule, man. once I can start finding some people I can trust at night that take my work over and I could be a daytime boss, then
Yeah.
that'll work. But right
Open it
now
up
it's just
for
too
you.
bad. Hey, read that at Vince, what he said on I think that's YouTube. Yeah, he got that question.
Vince says, what current head coach would you want to play for if you were just coming out of high school? Any conference and Big Ten only. So just in general in the Big Ten.
I would say Ryan Day.
Yeah, that would be a good program to go into.
Yeah, I'll probably go Ohio State.
Oh, there you go. Is that across the country too?
Yeah.
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 Here's a fun fact. Ryan Day was actually the offensive coordinator the year before Marcus Satterfield was at Temple. The year before Matt Rule took over. He was on Steve Adazio's staff the year before they were at Temple. And it's kind of funny because I know I just gotta want to make this clear at times, because I think sometimes we're like, oh, Temple, that's a terrible job. The fact that he rebuilt it was great. And it was, but they actually had a pretty decent program going. Steve Adazio used the Temple job to get the Boston College job. That's how the Temple job opened up for Matt Rule. Now, he did go 4-7 his final year, and they were switching conferences when Matt Rule, his first year. So there were challenges there, don't get me wrong, but having Ryan Day on staff probably wasn't too bad of an idea there.
Not bad at all. But if I had to go to one, it would probably between Ohio State and Georgia.
You'd go to Georgia.
Yeah, I probably would now, but they wasn't good back then. They was
right.
10-2, 10-3 team back then.
Yeah. Who did you commit to again? Arkansas State,
Arkansas
right?
State.
Yeah.
Yep.
Could have been a Red Wolf.
Well, yeah, I never thought about football like that. I guess I got convinced to go. Once I got convinced to go to junior college and played that first year, then I knew that it was going to be something. But, at first you just think you're just going to play football and graduate and get a job and live a regular life. Instead you just, you go beat the odds and go to Nebraska and become somebody.
Oh, yeah.
So,
by the way, I think we have our winner over there. To double check in there, we have a winner. So the Kansas City Monarchs used to be the Kansas City T-Bones.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a good one.
That's a pretty good one. Shout out to our former host here, Tom Stevens, who used to go by T-Bone. Only on his softball teams, I think, or whatever. I don't know how many people call him that, but I think he just wanted actually to be called T-Bone because it's a pretty good nickname. But that is an interesting question. Was there, and then by the time you're JUCO, we've talked about this before, there wasn't really anybody in the mix besides Nebraska. As soon as you got the Nebraska call, you were in. But was there other teams showing interest?
Yeah, I mean, I had Cincinnati was really showing interest. I actually Texas A&M, a couple of more teams. Arizona, I really liked it. Arizona.
Did you?
Yeah, because of the Desert Swarm.
Oh yeah.
When they played, because that was like my sophomore year in junior college. But then Nebraska came and started watching most of the games because they was more up in the Midwest, so they showed Nebraska a lot.
Yeah.
And kind of taking a liking to them. So and then especially when Coach Osborne called and Coach Turner-Gill came down to see me, it was a no-win. It was a win situation.
Yeah, it turned out. So was there any did you think about it? Or were you, if before Nebraska called, did you have a favorite at that time, or was it just still kind of
it was
feeling it out?
It was still just probably the process was just getting started, because my coach called me in the office and asked me where I wanted to go to school at, and I said, well, anywhere. He said, well, you can look like you can go anywhere. So
yeah.
Then all the recruiting started heating up, and then Coach Gill came and Coach Osborne called, and the call sealed the face for me. He asked me, did I want to come there? I said, I can commit now. Didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I saw kind of a funny recruiting story, and you have to know about Tim Couch's college career to know how good he really was, because he kind of flamed out in the NFL, similar to, I suppose, to Johnny Manziel if you watch that documentary. But Tim Couch back in the day really slung the ball around at Kentucky and ended up being the number one pick for the Cleveland Browns, who
I don't think
coming
the best
back in the league.
Not the best quarterback. I like the big boy when he played for Kentucky.
Oh, Jared Lorenzen.
I think he passed away, didn't he?
He did pass away.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so
yeah,
you know,
they've had some fun quarterbacks.
Yeah, I've been watching Kentucky for a long time.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny because I came across this story where Tim Couch, and you wonder how much, recruits' parents can kind of get into the situation. Well, Tim Couch's dad basically chose his college for him because Tim Couch was all excited to go to Tennessee. He grew up in Kentucky, so his dad's a Kentucky fan. There's a lot of hatred for Tennessee there, obviously. And he was planning on going to Tennessee. They told him, because Peyton Manning was there, we're going to redshirt you 1 year, and then you can kind of take over. So he had Philip Fulmer and David Cutcliffe, the offensive coordinator, longtime Duke coach afterwards. But Philip Fulmer, the Tennessee head coach, they went for the in-home visit. In the middle of the in-home visit, right in the middle of the conversation, his dad got so frustrated just because he just couldn't stand the idea of his son going to Tennessee. He got up, left, and so the coaches were, I guess, asking Couch, like, should we wait for him to come back? And Couch said, he's not coming back. So he eventually, kind of did what his dad wanted him to do and went to Kentucky. He said basically that all but made his decision. And things went, obviously went well for him. The first year he was kind of frustrated because things weren't going well for Kentucky. Meanwhile, Tennessee was having all the success. And ultimately, obviously, the one program's way better than the other in Tennessee, especially at that time. But it worked out for him. Obviously, got the number 1 draft pick. But that's kind of surprising to me. If I'm a father, it's kind of similar to like if you like the team I hate the most and growing up was the New York Yankees. And I would always say I'd never play for the Yankees. But if they put a big contract down, you know what, I'm a Yankee. It's kind of, and it's the same thing. If my son wants to be a Yankee or a Texas Longhorn or whatever, the teams I hate the most, and then I guess I'll have to be, it's my blood. I'll cheer for them.
Well, that actually did happen to a recruit on TV one time. He, his mom had something else on. I think she had on Alabama, but he ended up going somewhere else. And she got up in the middle of his speech, walked out. This was live on TV. This was on National Signing Day.
That's right.
And she got up and walked away. How embarrassing? How embarrassed I would feel just for my parents to do that.
Yeah,
that's one thing I like about my parents, because they wasn't really involved in my decision. They said you're a young man. This is where you got to go to school, not where we got to go. They said the only thing we got to do is come see you. So it wasn't. I didn't have any influence from my parents on where to go. I think I picked the right school right away, just as soon as it happened. So I made the right decision.
Yeah. Well, I think Nebraska fans agree with you. You definitely made the right decision.
All right. Did we give away the tickets for the Salt Dog?
We did. I believe we did. Yep.
All right. We got a winner. So next on the ticket, we'll be back.
Warning, this ad will use the F word often, so listen at your own risk. Family fun, fun with friends, freedom from fuel, free Yeti cooler, free driveway delivery. Hey, this is Carl from Nebraska Golf Carts and Priced Right Auto, and we have the all-electric Bentelli Fun Carts, and they are a blast. Plenty of fun colors, and these street-legal carts come in both 4 and 6 passenger. Tell us you heard us on the ticket and get a free Yeti cooler with your purchase. Hurry, supply is limited. Check them out at 1235 West O in Lincoln or NebraskaGolfCarts.com.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See Club for details.
Harvest will be here before we know it, which means it's time to get those combines ready. Landmark Implement invites you to join them at your local combine clinic. They'll be covering S-Series combines August 7th in Hebron, 8th in Gothenburg, 9th in Hastings, or 10th in Kearney, and the new X9 model, the 11th in Kearney. When you attend one of Landmark's combine clinics, you'll learn about maintenance, cab controls and calibrations, combine technology, and how Operations Center can help increase your farm profits. Visit landmarkimp.com/events for a complete combine clinic schedule, or visit your local Landmark location and experience the Landmark difference.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, mainly sunny skies, but there is a slight chance of later in the afternoon. Otherwise, it'll be a hot one today. We'll see an afternoon high around 93. Tonight, mostly clear with a low of around 67. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies with an afternoon high around 59. Meteorologist Kyle Puckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Yes. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Ticket 93.7. I'm Terrell Farley, the black shirt, and I'm with Bach. Yes, sir. And we're back for the fastest 2 hours on the radio. I tell you what, that last hour was slow. I don't know if it's just me today, Bach. I'm tired. My body's tired. Man, I'm just brain dead today. It's a lot going on today, man. Got cable coming. That's what I'm really excited for. I wonder if soon my internet get put up while I play Call of Duty, or while I wait till about 10 o'clock at night when I wake up.
Yeah, that's what I think it's funny you're talking about it as we were leaving, off the air. Is that you've been talking about getting your cable? You're gonna fall asleep half an hour into this cable that you've been waiting for, aren't you?
Well, it's already hooked up. He just got to put it in the box now. And,
Oh, okay.
And that's the good thing. So he don't have to do any more drills or any more things like that. He don't really have to come in the house no more. So, but that's the good thing about it. Oh man, I got this other little thing I got off the top five fan bases in each Power Five. I don't know if they got this right, but we're gonna start it off. We're gonna start off in the Big 12 first.
Oh, okay.
I want you to think of think of all the teams
Best
in the Big
fan
12,
bases.
and I'm gonna see how you feel about this.
Yeah.
Okay, Big 12, Oklahoma.
Oh, so currently, yeah. Oklahoma's one of the best fan bases in the country. Yeah, okay. It's big.
I said Texas. West Virginia.
Yeah, loyal. I can see that one.
Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I'd like to see them going. Boone Pickens Stadium going.
And TCU.
That was a little surprising to me. Because I was impressed. I was really impressed when I went to Iowa State. A game for Iowa State is because they were playing Texas, and it was just like, for how bad Iowa State's program is traditionally, they still pack that house pretty well. And they were basically, the way they were talking about the Texas game was like, we're never going to have the athletes to compete with them. We just kind of got to jump up and get them at some point. And that's, it was just weird coming from a Nebraska kind of Texas mindset of sometimes you'd be like, well, I think we have the better team. We have the better, you're always, probably don't have as much depth as Texas, but it was just kind of interesting to hear. They pretty much thought they didn't have any shot at Texas yet. There were so many people in the building.
All right.
Pac-12.
Number 1, Oregon.
Yes, there you go. I like it.
Washington.
The Big Ten schools coming in.
Utah.
Oh, yeah. Loyal.
Washington State.
There's that guy with the flag on game day, so I suppose that's fair.
Yeah. Oregon State.
Yeah, they like, yeah.
No USC.
Well, they're not. Those when they're good, USC fans will show up. When they're not, the LA fans have other things to do. Did you see the Rose Bowl it was 2 years ago before they made this big jump? I mean, they'd have like a couple hundred people at the game. It was awful.
Oh my. Okay. Well, USC. We'll see.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go to the ACC. I'm gonna leave the Big 2 for the last one.
Yeah. That's where all the fan bases
ACC.
really are.
Clemson.
Okay. Fair
Florida
enough.
State. Virginia Tech.
Yes, we know from Nate Brennan that's a big one.
North Carolina State.
Okay.
North Carolina.
That's interesting because I don't necessarily think of the North Carolina schools as necessarily too overwhelming. Obviously, with North Carolina, you think basketball.
But they got Mac Brown though.
Yeah. No, they've got some things going there for him. I have heard Florida State. You kind of think of the same thing might happen in Florida as California, just because there's a beach and all that stuff. But I heard Florida State fans are, pretty much really on top of the program, as opposed to like a Miami, where it's kind of similar to UCLA. If they're not going to, even if they are, they don't show up to the games.
All right. So now, should I go SEC or Big 10?
Let's do it. Let's do SEC.
Okay. I say the Big 10 for last.
Yeah. Say the best for last.
Nebraska's not number 1 anyway.
Hey.
I'm not just giving you a little taste of it. All right. SEC. LSU.
Oh yeah, my number one destination is a night game at Tiger Stadium.
Auburn.
Yes.
Go War Eagles.
Yeah, big deal.
I used to see that eagle fly in when I was in high school.
That is cool.
Yeah. Georgia.
Big stadium, 92,000.
Tennessee.
Bigger stadium, I think. Yeah.
South Carolina.
Okay. I'm surprised not to. I mean, there's a lot of competition.
Surprised not
there.
Florida.
Yeah, or Alabama's not in there.
Yeah, Alabama's not in there.
Alabama's like a way of life.
I can tell you right now, LSU, Auburn, Georgia, and Tennessee. That gets Alabama Stadium right there. They're not big as them.
Yeah.
So that fifth spot is up in the air between a lot of them. Alabama, Florida. You can go Texas A&M with the 12th.
Oh yeah.
So and then you can get but Oklahoma's not in there yet. But you see, we'll see. Now, the drum roll. The Big 10.
Yes.
Michigan, number one.
Number one.
100,000. 100,000.
Remember when they were struggling a few years ago? I think that was like a show for like they were upset at Brady Hoke that they like started leaving early or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. It's a big house. I get it.
Penn State.
Yeah, the wide out. Yeah.
Ohio State.
All right, that's enough. Where's Nebraska's gonna be in here eventually?
Number 5.
Number 5
is Iowa.
So Nebraska's number 4.
Nebraska's number 4.
Well, at least Nebraska's number 4 then. You can't argue much lower than that. And again, I would argue Nebraska has the best fan base in college football, partially because they haven't had much to cheer for, and they still keep showing up. It's still, again, similar to Alabama, a way of life. Nebraska football is, but
I think we need to take a road trip. We need to start taking road trips for the games. Like me, you, and VJ needs to go to we need to go to a Penn State game. I would love to see that stadium. That's one of my dreams, to be in one of those 100,000 people stadiums, like either Michigan or Penn
Ohio State or something.
Ohio State fits 100.
Oh yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought it was probably like 90 or something.
At least I think so. Let me double check. Largest again, all the largest.
Don't you tell that lie, Bach, on the people now.
I think the largest stadiums in college football are all in the ACC and in the Big Ten. I mentioned it the other day that that basically, so the top stadium in the Big 12, the new Big 12, would be 11th in the Big 10. Yeah. Ohio Stadium fits 102,780. So the top stadiums as far as capacity, the Big House, 107,000, almost 108,000 at Michigan. Penn State is number 2 with 106,500 at Beaver Stadium. Ohio State's number 3 with 102,780. And then Texas A&M, then the SEC gets involved. Texas A&M with 102,000. LSU with 102,000. Tennessee with 102,000. Alabama actually can get up to 102,000. Texas 100,000, and Georgia at 92,000. Running out the top 10 is UCLA at the Rose Bowl again, where they never have 92,000, but they could.
So I was going through a scrapbook today. Look what I found, man. I think that's rare, and I think I can get some. I want to get some money.
Oh yes,
I found the last tickets to the Big 8 game. Ticket stubs against the Big 8
That's right.
Against Oklahoma.
That was on they still played on a Friday. See, I didn't even know that about that year.
Yeah, I found the ticket stubs. I found a lot. I found Michigan State ticket stubs.
$30.
Yeah, $30 to the 19 and the year 1995, we paid $30 a ticket to go to the Oklahoma game,
Nebraska.
Compared to what we pay now just to watch Nebraska and Michigan. You know,
those are cool too because they've got the championship trophies on them. I mean, those old ticket stubs were awesome.
Yeah, so you know, I got these.
Yeah.
I don't think they can.
You didn't go to that game though. You were playing in that game.
I know my parents came to that game.
Oh, okay.
So my mom gave me my scrapbook. Friday, November 24th, 1995.
Yes.
2 ticket stubs. Make me a deal. No, I'm just
You ready? You're gonna part with one of them?
I found a handwritten letter that Turner Gill wrote to my mom.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it was in there. It was, you know, when he was recruiting me. I think I was already coming, but he still was writing to the parents. I think that was one good thing that Coach Osborne had a good crew of doing. They still was in contact with the parents after the recruiting process. And you like to see that because Turner Gill was a good person. He was a good coach. You know, he kind of flipped on me when I got here because I was a defensive guy and he was an offensive guy. He wouldn't really speak to me no more. So, you know, until I stepped my game up and and then he had to see me every day because I was on the number 1 defense then.
Didn't you say at some point somebody might have wanted you on the offense?
Oh no, a DB. No. Coach Darlington said
DB. That's what it was. Yeah.
He would have wanted me if stuff didn't work out. He would tuck me back in the DB group.
If you didn't play on offense, because you played an offense a little bit when you were younger.
Yeah, I was a quarterback and running back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you could play running back.
Yeah, I
as
think
it came up.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. You never know. I don't know if I could take a hit now.
Right.
You know, that's
be a scat back.
Yeah, I'm not taking no hit. You know, no.
Not running you up the middle.
Yeah, I'll be more like get the ball and run out of bounds, run to the sideline. If I
Yeah.
can't turn it up, I'm running and out of bounds. So
You don't want to take the hit.
not a big hitter on that.
Now that 95 Nebraska, I'm trying to think now. The Oklahoma game. I was thinking of the 07 one because
I
or
think
the 97
we beat them
one.
37 to zip. I think
Yeah.
we skunked them that game. Yeah,
I think that's right. Yeah.
yeah. I think it was the
Yeah.
last one because Tony Veland scored on a fumble. We knocked the ball out the ball carrier hand, and he took it to the house. And yeah, I think we won that game very easily.
How was the rivalry at that point? Because you guys were the top team in the nation. Obviously, that was still, the Oklahoma was just had a dip. They weren't who they used to be. Did you guys still get turned up more for that game, or was it kind of?
We tried to, but Oklahoma wasn't on our level of
Yeah.
football back then. We actually went down there and beat them half to death. The year after that, we beat them like 88 to 20 something. So we scored 88 points on Oklahoma, and
Oh my goodness.
and I think that when Howard Snellenberg came back and coached that one year,
yeah.
or it may be John Blake.
Yeah, neither of
it-
those were very good.
Yeah, I think it was John Blake, but that team was very not. You don't want your football team to get to that lower part. Or to that where they don't respect anything. They probably didn't respect their coaches. They actually watched us practice our pregame, and I think that kind of pissed Coach Osborne off a little bit, and I think he ran the score up on purpose, because we did beat them. We did score like 78. I don't know. Look at the score in 1996. Oklahoma.
1996, because I know in 1997 they beat them 69-7, and that was like the 250th victory for Tom Osborne. So that was kind of a special place in our hearts. Let me look at 96 because I don't remember that one specifically. 73-21.
Yeah, 73-21. We put 73
My
points
goodness.
on it.
Yeah.
So it was over. That team wasn't disciplined. They had nobody to lead them. I think they was just a lost team at that point. But being the Oklahoma they was able to bounce back and still be able to compete, and that won a couple of national championships after that. So that's a good thing, because you want to see Nebraska succeed, and you want to see them come back, and you want to see that fast. But over the last 20 years, we've been kind of down and out. Wouldn't really say the laughing stock of football, but we need to continue to grow and develop these players and get the right type of guys in here who want to play.
Yeah, it's tough, and again, that is it is somewhat of a good reminder to go back and look at the Schnellenberger years and the John Blake. I shouldn't say years, because I think Schnellenberger was just there once, but the John Blake years. Was it Gibbs before him? And they had a decade where they really struggled. Again, every program does. Alabama, Notre Dame. There's just these down periods. Even Ohio State before. The big run that they've had before Tressel kind of struggled. So, Nebraska's is lasting a little bit longer, and I think there are geographical reasons that Nebraska's always going to have to compete with.
I wonder
that
why.
Might be a little bit more difficult.
Why? Are we picking the wrong coaches? I mean,
yeah.
Was it mostly some of the AD faults that they didn't stay long enough? I know the one that we had right before Trev, he wasn't here very long.
Well, I think part of the problem is
he wasn't never in his office,
Yeah. Part of the problem is you're not content with 9 wins. I mean, because they got rid of Frost and Pelini, and whether you want to argue that's a good idea or not, when you talk about the 25 years in totality, you chased off your best coaches, one way or the other. I mean, and I'm not saying that's the wrong decision. The wrong decision was who they hired after those guys, in my mind. And so, yeah, I mean, I that's what it takes, though. What it really is, I mean, there's all these, there's a lot of different things that Nebraska can try to critique and try to do. But in my mind, it's the coach. The college football has always been driven by a coach, and Nebraska has not found the right guy since then. And that's what most of these programs go through. Again, there are exceptions. I think at a place like LSU, Miami, they've shown you can win national championships with several different coaches. But at a place like Nebraska, you're going to have to find that next right guy. And to me, it's so fascinating because you look at Wisconsin. Again, I think that's the style of football you have to play if you want to win in the Midwest. And Wisconsin's now maneuvering away from that style or thinking about doing so because they feel like they've hit a ceiling with what they've gone to. Remember when they did this before, Gary Anderson tried to shift Wisconsin away from the traditional power offense, and it lasted about 6 games. And then AD Barry Alvarez came down to the football office and said, "You got to go back to the Wisconsin ways." So we'll see if that goes. So I think there are times like at Wisconsin where there's like this kind of this program tradition and just way of life that you can do it.
But I got a question though. I want to ask this for the text line, while we go to break or anything. Why was Tom Osborne so successful in recruiting all over the nation? Like he doesn't pick one place, he go more than the other one.
Yeah.
Like Coach Rule got like a Texas hotbed.
Yeah, your pipelines type of deal.
But Coach Osborne would go anywhere. He would go to the projects. He would go to a pirate ship and walk a plank if he had to go get a player. He went anywhere, and I think that was probably one advantage he had over anybody. But I want to hear from the text line, see if we can, get some answers on that.
Yeah, let's let you guys mull that over, and you can text us in. By the way, we did get a text from 0099, says T. Farley could have played running back. He had enough experience carrying the ball to the end zone with all those pick sixes he had.
Oh, yeah. The Ticket, 93.7.
Walking down the avenue, crazy. From Hollywood to South Street.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club, or space club, and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margarita, like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over. Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
I heard you and Jack had a disagreement.
Yeah, he says I keep things from him.
What are you going to do?
He loves the Nebraska Lottery's Powerball First Millionaire of the Year promotion. So I'll buy a Powerball with Power Play and Double Play ticket before August 14th, and I could be one of 15 winners of $1,000. I'll also be entered for a chance to win a trip to New York City for New Year's Eve and a chance at $1 million.
$1,000? That should make him happy.
Depends.
On what?
If I decide to tell him I won.
Powerball top prize odds, 1 in 292 million. Are you here for the job interview?
I just saw that ad that said, apply here for dream job.
What qualifications do you have?
What exactly would I be doing?
Well, this is a dream job. You would be daydreaming.
All day?
Start at 8 a.m. and spend the day dreaming about all the millions you could win playing Mega Millions from the Nebraska Lottery.
I'm good at that.
We want people with big imaginations, not just the usual yachts and exotic vacations.
Like a city built with bouncy houses or limo for dogs.
You're hired. Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 302 million.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to NovotnyNutritionandWellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, mainly sunny skies, but there is a slight chance of later in the afternoon. Otherwise, it'll be a hot one today. We'll see a afternoon high of around 93. Tonight, mostly clear with a low of around 67. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies with an afternoon high of around 59. Meteorologist Kyle Puckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, happy Friday. Welcome back to The Ticket, 93.7 on the Black Shirt Terrell Farley, and I'm with Buck, and we are powered by Power.
Infrastructure.
Power.
Underground.
Bread.
Excavating.
All right. Ooh. Now, Drew and Wahoo says about Coach Osborne, his demeanor. What you think about his demeanor, bro?
Well, it takes some stones to walk into some of the neighborhoods that he did. VJ will tell that story. You'll tell that story too of some of the places he went to get guys. So I mean, I think that was part of it. And to me, one of the biggest things, and people would say maybe why Nebraska has fallen off is, as we're seeing with television changing the game of college football, was cable television, was all these different games on every week. Whereas, it used to be the bigger programs would get the games, and Nebraska, Oklahoma was always on. And, so you didn't have a choice of all these different games. So people would grow up watching Nebraska. And I think that helped. And the other thing too, I think for a large part of it too, is I think Nebraska could get back to recruiting at a top 15 level if they get things like rolling. If they're, every year one of the top teams in the country, then then you can kind of get in a roll. And that is one thing Tom Osborne kind of somewhat inherited, was one of the top teams in the country. And so, that's a good start for him. And he helped build it. Don't get me wrong. He's the offensive coordinator for it, but.
Well, I think it's, just how he talks, because when you meet some coaches, they cocky, they talk loud, and then they get on the field and they curse and stuff. But the thing with Coach Osborne, that you never seen him curse, or you never seen him get to the point where he turned red in the face. He wasn't that yelling type of guy. His assistant coaches wasn't like that, besides Coach McBride, or Coach Boulder, he didn't fuss like that. But you could tell just by his demeanor, his style of, then the way he coaches, the way he talked. It was more like a polite way of, he didn't know when it was game time, he talked different. He still didn't curse, but it's how he put his words together. It's like he studied the team better than we studied it, because he said, okay, we're winning, we got a nice lead, just don't do anything stupid. Let them do something. They're gonna get caught. Then it changes the whole momentum of the game. So he knows when things get, when it gets to rolling the big red way, that the other team gets a lot of steam built up and does something dumb and get not an offset penalty, but a personal foul. So, he was smart about that against the end of Miami game, which I didn't play in, but, he knew that at about the middle of the third, fourth quarter, they was going to do something dumb, and they did. They got a personal foul, and that kind of helped Nebraska that way too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a big part of it, and people are also saying on the text line too. Like Drew said, his demeanor. 3581 says Osborne had longevity, and recruits knew what we were. Also, Tom appealed to the parents of building men with a very high graduation rate. But when you talk about a guy that's not yelling and trying to get the team going, or kind of coaching you out of fear or something, he's just, I mean, to me, always just seemed in control and always seemed like the smartest guy in the room. And sometimes, that quiet stoic type, like you said, I mean, it would change on game day and change in certain times, but sometimes that seems like the guy that's in control more than the guy that's out, like you said, yelling and getting people going. And listen, I think there's a place for that too. I think that's, you've got some good coaches that could do that too. But I always like to think of the guy that's just, you let the other guy yell, this kind of thing. All right.
Yeah.
I'm forming my plan here.
Yeah, Bourbon Hunter says parents, particularly moms, loved and trust Coach Osborne. Yeah, he wasn't afraid to come visit you. It was like, the day after they beat Miami, he was at my house the next day. He came in, he was there for about 30 minutes. We talked, we spoke, we had our expectations, we sealed a deal, and I was just, by that time I was ready to be a Husker.
Yeah.
So he knows how to recruit, he knows where to go, he knows where to send his assistants. They know what players they looking for this type of team that he wanted. And I think after the 93 season, he said that they started recruiting players that they needed a chance to win with, and also helping, having the Nebraska kids is a big help too. So that's a good thing Rule did, was keeping these guys in state, because the in-state guys matter just more than the out-of-state guys matter.
Now, let me ask you this, because I do find that interesting that he went the day after their championship. Did you know that he was coming before that? Like,
yeah,
when did you know he was setting it up?
I kind of knew he was coming, but they didn't say what day. But I knew it was. But then they say after they beat Miami, the next day he was there.
Yeah, that's got to make you feel special. Like, you would think he'd be celebrating.
Oh yeah, you would think he'd be celebrating, but Coach Osborne hit the recruiting trail hard. It's just like making a pit stop on his way back to Lincoln. So
oh yeah,
that was the good thing about it.
Yeah, and then getting back to celebrate. Again, I think that more so than anything, that's what's missing at Nebraska, and it seems like the most obvious thing, but that's what college football has always been dominated by, is the coaches. I mean, you'll have players pop up, and you can win a tie with a special quarterback, and not be that great of a coach, but for the most part, it's the coaches that have run the sport, and we're seeing that again. I mean, Nick Saban's been running the sport now for 15 years. Dabo Swinney had his run at it, and I'm sure that one's not over. I think Kirby Smart, obviously, with back-to-back titles, we'll see how much kind of he can get under his belt. And it's interesting, too, because there was a time before Nick Saban really got things going at Alabama, when you'd have the Tom Osbornes, the Joe Paternos, the Bobby Bowden's kind of retiring, and you thought, well, are we ever going to see anybody, dominate the game? Is there too much parity now? And, from there to where we are now, basically everybody complaining the same 4 or 5 schools and same 4 or 5 coaches are winning, tells you again, how important it is to have that right guy at the top.
Yeah, Crowbait said they need to buy out the Grand Theater for a night and let everyone on the football team go watch the day-by-day documentary.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. I believe Coach Rule would have them play it in the auditorium for the players if they did. He wouldn't have to usher them to the movies. I think they got a great relationship with Tony Davis and his son, and Brett, the guy who was the producer. I was also in the movie, or documentary. I did my little part, and it was nice.
So did you see it? I'm sure too.
Well, I only got up to, they only showed the first part. I didn't get to the second, third part. So I haven't had a chance to see them 2 parts yet.
Yeah, I'm excited because I think they're bringing it to theaters, so I want to go check that out. I remember the was it the debut or what do they call it in cinema? I can't remember, but when they brought it out and they had kind of the big red carpet experience for a lot of horror, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, they was at the what you call it? What theater? The
Rococo.
Yeah. Well, we did have the thing that we threw about 2 years ago. Did ask Coach Frost to come. He didn't come, and I think that when Mickey first got back here, and we had some kind of reunion at the Rococo that we threw. They had a band out there and everything.
That's too bad Frost didn't come. What was that about?
I don't know. We just were throwing something, just to let them know we was behind them, and try to get that brotherhood back at Nebraska, and it backfired on us, I guess.
Well, I don't know if that was your fault. We will see. Looks like Crowbait says it's supposed to be opening in theaters today. I knew it was coming. I didn't know if it was quite today, but that's awesome.
I might get me three big jugs of buttery popcorn.
There you go.
And you might catch me in the front row.
You like the butter on the popcorn? You're telling me extra butter
and salt.
Oh yeah,
and the little yellow salt.
Do you get the deal where you get one big popcorn, one soda for like $14?
I haven't been to the movies probably in 20 years.
You're in for a shock for the prices you're going to pay for all that popcorn.
I know, man. It's $100.
Basically.
Last time I went to the movies, they left me in the movie theater.
That's right. That was the last time you've been?
Yep. I haven't been to the movies since.
You're just not much of a movie guy, huh?
Nah, I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Every movie I watch on Netflix, I fall asleep. I have to watch it 2 to 3 times because I'm going to fall asleep. And sometimes I'll be struggling. My girl say, "Oh, just go to bed." No, I'm going to watch it. Then I have that one eye open.
Oh, yeah.
Then that one eye gets down and it's night. And then you wake up when it's off and they're showing another movie.
Yeah.
So, or they're showing the previews for the next movie. Like I thought, oh, no.
I paid for this. Huh?
Yeah. No, I don't pay for it. Just Netflix.
Just Netflix.
I can just watch it again.
Yeah.
And that's how I end up watching some movies 3-4 times. So
that's starting to happen to me more and more as I get older. And the problem too is I've noticed in the last couple of years, like there's sports where it'll happen more easily, but
can't lay down.
It's starting to happen when I watch football sometimes. Which
you can't lay down.
Work on that.
You have to sit up.
Yeah, if you're sitting.
If you're laying down watching football, you go. That's every time you lay down and watch something, you're guaranteed to fall asleep.
Yeah, the older you get, not when you're younger.
The older you get,
yeah.
And your naps get longer. Like I've done took 3-hour naps, 4-hour naps. I even slept most of the day. So and the only thing I want to get up is when I got to use the restroom or if I'm thirsty.
Would you get hard time getting back on schedule for like sleeping that night?
Oh no, because I know I'm gonna sleep all day.
Yeah.
Well, on Sundays I changed my route up last week. I kind of did 5 buildings in the morning. My 5 easiest buildings, because it's like an hour and a half for 5 of them.
Oh, that's pretty.
So they really kind of close to each other. So I do them early, and then I go home and chill out to about 8, 9 to later on the day. Then I go do the hardest 2 or 3. So
yeah, split it up. Split shift.
Yeah, split shift.
Yeah,
that's all. Just wasting time. Just get up early. I went about 5:30 last time. I like to be the only person on the streets when I be out.
That's when he had road rage against that guy, wasn't it?
Well, he started that.
Yeah.
He started
together
that.
road rage.
Yeah, and I threw my bat single in the sky on him. So
that's right. 1723 says, taking my 9-year-old son to see Day by Day on Sunday. He's about to get a history lesson. Yes. You've got to teach.
Don't let him go to sleep.
Don't let him fall. Well, the 9-year-old won't have any problem.
Yeah, get some smelling salt. If I had to watch it, I go to sleep. If I had to watch it, I haven't even seen it, but because I'm sleepy now. If I could close my eyes and talk on the radio, I would. But I don't know if I can lay down and talk on the radio.
I don't know. Maybe we should try it out someday. See how long it takes.
If I had a little couch in here, man, they probably be, hey, Terrell. Oh yeah. You're right, Captain. You're right, Captain. Run the ball. Run the ball.
Run the ball. That's right.
Run the damn ball. That's it.
Maybe at the new studio we can get a couch and see, or a lazy boy. We'll see if you can get.
Oh no, we're gonna be standing up. It's Good Morning America, man. You gotta be dressed up every day, man.
We're gonna look good.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my overalls like Vince Warford did one time. I'm gonna have to have a t-shirt over. I'm still looking for them overalls like that. Just the blue pair of blue jean material, not the light blue jean material.
Are we gonna bring back corn hat Friday? It didn't work last year. We have our corn hats, and we kept
a lot
losing.
of things don't work, Bob, but we still have to keep trying.
We can try it again.
We're gonna bring back corn hat Friday. We're gonna do what's that bags we got? The men bags.
Oh yeah, satchels or I don't know.
What we call them things? I wore mine one time. The Nike bag.
Oh yeah, what are those things? I know what you're talking about.
I forgot about
Popular
it.
in like the 80s and 90s.
I forgot what bags they were.
Yeah, those little bags you put around your waist. I can't think of the terminology for it now.
Yeah, I forgot. Somebody help us out, man.
Somebody also texts in 0099. Our 8-year-old son has seen the 94 and 95 championship games so many times he will know what play is coming up next. I've done my job. You gotta show him that 97 one. Get it,
Yeah.
Get him so he knows that one by heart as well.
Yeah. So that's good though. You got to teach your kids early. I really tried to teach my son about football. I really tried to get him to play football, but in the end, he outgrew it. He wanted to do something different. And you can't make your kids do sports like that.
Yeah.
I think that's why I kind of been relentless about playing football, because my dad was a little league coach. He was my coach my last year. So I said, I don't never want to be on your team again.
He didn't like playing for your dad.
No, that's the worst feeling ever. You get a butt whooping for everything you do wrong at practice. You're supposed to correct me at practice, but you correct me at home.
Yeah.
Go get that belt. You want to act a fool at practice? Go get that belt.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to play on your team anymore.
Yeah.
Take me down a league.
We got about 10 helpers off the text line. I appreciate it from everybody. Fanny pack.
We
got fanny pack.
We're gonna go fanny pack Thursday.
Yeah, okay.
I got we're gonna corn hat Friday, fanny pack Thursday, Angry Bird Monday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're going back with the Angry Bird. We're gonna go with him Monday.
Depending on if they win or lose, or either way.
Either way. There's gonna be something wrong.
He's gonna be angry.
Yeah.
Be angry about
be
something.
angry about something. So we're gonna do a lot of things fun for football season. We're gonna get with the captain and see what he want to do, and hush him up Tuesday, Captain.
Yeah, that's right.
Mute Mike.
By the way, somebody's pointing out 2049 says, "Hey, Black Shirt, try Tractor Supply. They usually have the overalls. So if you need to go to the overalls, there's a suggestion at least."
Yeah, I need a good. Now, what kind of hat should I get it with a green John Deere hat and some cover overalls?
Yeah. Or a straw hat.
Yeah. I don't wear.
I think is that what Vince Wilfork wore?
Yeah, I don't wear cowboy boots though.
Yeah.
I got some Timberlands.
There you go. That'll work.
All right, on the ticket. It's me and Bob today having fun on this Friday. 20 days till football. We'll be back. The ticket, 93.7.
Day by Day is the new documentary about Tom Osborne and the Nebraska Cornhuskers' decades-long pursuit of a national championship. Featuring interviews with former players and coaches, as well as famous fans like Peyton and Archie Manning, Larry the Cable Guy, and numerous NCAA and NFL legends. Day by Day is the riveting, untold story of one of the most dominant, celebrated, and controversial football teams ever. Opening in theaters on August 11th, visit daybydaymovie.com for details.
I heard you and Jack had a disagreement.
Yeah, he says I keep things from him.
What are you going to do?
He loves the Nebraska Lottery's Powerball First Millionaire of the Year promotion. So I'll buy a Powerball with Power Play and Double Play ticket before August 14th, and I could be one of 15 winners of $1,000. I'll also be entered for a chance to win a trip to New York City for New Year's Eve and a chance at $1 million.
$1,000? That should make him happy.
Depends.
On what?
If I decide to tell him I won.
Powerball top prize odds, 1 in 292 million.
Are you here for the job interview?
I just saw that ad that said, apply here for dream job.
What qualifications do you have?
What exactly would I be doing?
Well, this is a dream job. You would be daydreaming.
All day?
Start at 8 a.m. and spend the day dreaming about all the millions you could win playing Mega Millions from the Nebraska Lottery.
I'm good at that.
We want people with big imaginations, not just the usual yachts and exotic vacations.
Like a city built with bouncy houses or limo for dogs.
You're hired.
Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 302 million.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See club for details.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club, or space club, and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over. Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Gilbert could be at every down tight end. He looks the part. I mean, I had a chance to talk to him. He has, to me, transformed himself again in the offseason. I want to see him blocking and play action stuff.
Well, maybe if you do put him in the slot, you throw a quick hitch to him and, let the big guy rumble.
But I think Fedoni is just as dangerous. I think you put those two guys together, that's a dangerous tight end room. I like them together more than I like them apart.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's Friday. What you gonna do? Then it's Saturday. I can't wait till the gift.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Today just not my day. I thought I did a good job on the radio.
Yeah, you did. You did a pretty good job for an off day.
I was a slouch today. I tried to feed off Bach. Bach led me. Bach did a good job of leading me all week. Thanks for being in for me, Bach.
Oh, yeah.
They don't give you enough credit or props on the captain show, but I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh,
Bach.
thank you.
You know,
Thank
if I had
you.
to rock with anybody and start a show with anybody, it would be with Bach. You know,
There
because
we
I think
go.
me and Bach got good chemistry together.
That's right.
You know, we know when to talk and we know when to roll. So, you know, good job, Bach.
Yeah, we're getting it going today, and we've had it going all week. It's been fun. The Bach and black shirt, or black shirt and Bach shot. You're still first because you're
No, it's Bach in the black shirt.
No,
It sounds better.
Okay, fine. Bach and the Black
Yeah.
Shirt Show. I'm the captain here. Again, Rashawn Jackson will be back next week. Needed a little bit of an
Therapy.
ease. Yeah, some therapy to get ready for football season.
We sent him to the crazy house. You know, we had to get him evaluated. He wasn't feeling well.
There was a Husker practice today, and I was kind of interested in it in the post practice media session because they've had 3 practices now. The last two days there was no media access, so this third one there'd be 3 practices, and so I was hoping to see some updates. There's guys talking. Tony White was talking. I know I saw some quotes about him and on Quentin Newsom and doing good in run support. Eric Fields, who might be the backup Rover as a freshman. We'll see where that kind of lands, but kind of talking about that. So stay attention or keep attention to 93.7 The Ticket here all afternoon long. We'll give you the latest out of practice. We're just trying to kind of scramble and kind of see what's going on there right now. But so, maybe in the later shows, they'll do a better job of wrapping that up. But some other stories I wanted to get to before we're done here. I saw this Oklahoma and Houston, of course, both of them changing conferences, schedule a home and home series. It will be at Oklahoma in 2024 and at Houston in 2028. And it just kind of rattled me because I'm like, I was just kind of surprised because I don't know. None of us really know what 2028 college football is going to look like. And I thought that maybe they would, kind of put that stuff on hold for now, most major colleges, because who knows if that, you're scheduling it, but who knows if that game will be played.
Yeah, you might have 64 independent teams by then. So, we don't know what 20. If you say 2024, when do you think 2025 they will play again instead of 2028?
Well, apparently it doesn't work for the schedule, and that's the one that makes sense. 2024, Oklahoma's got to kind of make up for some games because I think they have Georgia scheduled in their non-con originally, and now that they're going to the SEC, they had to break that one down because obviously that would be a conference game, and so I think that was the rush, was to get a 2024 game in. I just don't know if Houston is really hoping for a return from Oklahoma in 2028, but then I guess if you look at it that way, probably worth the risk, because if you're Houston and a Big 12 team and you can get that name brand SEC Oklahoma team in there, that will be good for them if it does hold up. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Also looking around college football, Missouri cutting in-stadium food prices to make the game more fan and family friendly. Missouri not always family friendly, but based on some war stories I've heard in the past. But would prices at games, I know there's, I think, is it the Falcons that one of the pro franchises has pretty affordable food and try to help. I think that's always a good way to try to get more people in the door. Although I don't know if that would get me to a Missouri
What's
game.
the highest thing on Nebraska concession stand?
I don't know.
Is it a Runza sandwich?
I think I don't want to misquote the prices.
Pizza?
But I don't think they're too bad, the concessions. I mean, they're more than what you would pay at
They're
Runza.
just slow.
Yeah, there is that.
Slow.
Yeah.
I like outside stadium food. I like to go outside the stadium and
Yeah.
get them big hamburgers, cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
They make. So, I'm a fan of food anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I think that's interesting. I don't know if Nebraska will do that eventually, but again, at least in my opinion, I don't think Nebraska's food prices are terrible. Again, they're game prices, but they're not terrible. Also in college football, Mountain West is mulling their next move as the ACC decides on Cal and Stanford. The latest on whether the ACC would add the West Coast teams seems to be leaning toward no, but you never know. Those things could change. It could ultimately be a battle between the Mountain West and the American to land the remaining Pac-4. That's kind of where it seems to be landing in, as opposed to the Pac-4 trying to keep the Pac-12 alive, or whatever they're going to call it, Pac, whatever they end up with. That's kind of interesting. The American has been a launching point, not just for the 4 schools that are in the Big 12 this upcoming year, UCF, Cincinnati, BYU, I guess, was not in that one, but Houston, but also for like Louisville, Rutgers. So it's kind of been that in-between conference from the Group of 5 and the Power 5. So that would make sense to me, but this new Mountain West maybe could do the similar thing and also keep you geographically aligned. If that kind of matters, I suppose I'd prefer them to go to the Mountain West and bring back. There was a time the Mountain West was
Well,
awesome.
They call it the Pac West.
Yeah,
they combine
They
the
might,
two names.
yeah.
That's what I heard it was going to be. So you don't want a team from the West Coast coming all the way to North Carolina. I mean, with Florida State and North Carolina State, just West Virginia. That's cross country. You're saying like Nebraska to Stanford or sunny California. That's not far. That's just 2-3 hour plane ride.
Yeah.
But if you have to go way across the nation, then the kids get jet lag and they got to get the time schedule back straight. They just leave them in the Pac West or whatever it is, the Mountain West.
Yeah. I think that's. I hope that's what ultimately happens. Chase B says Memorial Stadium prices are way better than Pinnacle, so that's kind of interesting. 4885 says Husker concession prices have gone up, way up the last couple of years, so that's kind of interesting. I guess I maybe hadn't noticed. I usually don't buy too much, which is to Bubba's point. He says, Bach, wait till you take a family with kids to a game. Price is outrageous. It can add up when you're buying for more than one or two people. I suppose that's probably true. But
you lucky your son. I hit a fairs here. I passed by the other day. I thought it was big. I said, man, that's not a fair. That
The
like
fair?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like a little playground over there.
Well, that's like the Lancaster. It's not like the
Yeah.
state fair.
Does the state fair come here, Grand Island?
No, it goes to Grand Island. Yeah.
Is that big?
I don't know. I haven't been since they moved it. I haven't been.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
We used to have a little fair coming to our city, but it was pretty big though. Setup was pretty good. I like to shoot the balloon game with the guy with his mouth open, or where you just roll the things and the horses go and then the horses race each other.
Yeah.
I like that.
one,
I like games like that one. So
I always go there and try to win the basketball game at the thing.
Well, I
They're
did
rigged.
I did it at the Worlds of Fun. And
Did you?
Yeah, it was rigged.
Yeah,
the rim was
yeah.
bent.
Yeah.
You seen it, so they know it too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I like.
But they always have the guy that's sitting out there just doing it with ease. And
Yeah.
oh yeah, you can.
But they had the 3-point. I should have did the 3-point shootout.
Yes.
I should have did that, but I probably would have scored 2 points.
I love that because they still have like you like choose between like
jerseys,
jersey or like a North Carolina ball. They have like all these balls with different schools or teams on them.
Well, they only had a few you could choose from in Worlds of Fun when I went.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I always thought that was kind of cool. I never was one of those people. It's kind of funny because you either see people with like 6 balls and a giant bear, and just they win everything, or most people don't win.
The funniest thing I seen at Worlds of Fun?
I
seen a family of skunks.
Did you?
Yes, they was right over by where I got my turkey wing from. My turkey.
Well, might have been turkey.
No, it was a family of them. They was just sitting there, and they would waddle out a little bit, and I got pictures of them, but they was in the opening. I was like, man, I sure hope they don't spray.
That would be. I don't know what. Maybe we could ask Bats the Rats. I don't know if they deal with skunks, but that would be interesting because you really don't want to startle the skunks. Obviously, yeah.
I mean,
how do you get rid of them?
There was 100 people walking around and like, look, there goes some skunks. Look at them, oh, they're babies.
Oh, they're so cute.
So the mama and daddy was right there, but you never know what was gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much experience with skunks other than they are kind of cute. I'll have to admit it.
Have they found that mountain lion yet?
I don't think so.
Oh man, he's on the prowl. Hope he don't get nobody. He needs to get back up in the woods or wherever he's from.
I did see my dog. My dog is like 11 years old. I've seen him before catch a squirrel. And he's a Chihuahua so he's the same size as a squirrel. He's like 5 pounds. I always kind of wondered what he would do if he caught up to one. And then, years ago I saw him catch it and he just kind of runs along with it. But like what I'm saying is he caught him. He's over him. He can like dogs run and play together. That's what he did. And he did it the other day. And I'm so proud of him because he's getting older.
What kind of animal? Oh, a squirrel?
A squirrel. Yeah. He's always chasing the squirrel.
Don't let him run up on a fox. Fox
no,
eat that little thing.
They will. And there are foxes in my neighborhood.
Oh yeah. They everywhere, man. I see them all night. Foxes, possums, and raccoons.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They the only thing
they run the streets.
Yeah, they're night walkers. Foot patrol.
That's right.
Yeah, and rabbits.
Yeah, rabbits are back. Although it seems like less of them these days for some reason.
So many crickets be in these buildings when I clean, like little crickets just jumping around. All right, this is the Captain Show. It's been a good week with Bach, man. Hate to see us leave, man, but these are the fastest 2 hours on radio. The Captain Show. See you Monday.
Yeah, plus we got some Good Sense Friday to eat.
Oh, yeah. Got your sandwich, Captain.
You're now down with the action, down with the action. All you gotta do is just come through and kick it. Boy, I guarantee that you'll be loving every minute. It's all about the sports each and every time you visit, and we giving you the game. You ain't got to buy a ticket. Hey, we giving you the game.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
I heard you and Jack had a disagreement.
Yeah, he says I keep things from him.
What are you going to do?
He loves the Nebraska Lottery's Powerball First Millionaire of the Year promotion. So I'll buy a Powerball with Power Play and Double Play ticket before August 14th, and I could be one of 15 winners of $1,000. I'll also be entered for a chance to win a trip to New York City for New Year's Eve and a chance at $1 million.
$1,000? That should make him happy.
Depends.
On what?
If I decide to tell him I won.
Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Are you here for the job interview?
I just saw that ad that said, apply here for dream job.
What qualifications do you have?
What exactly would I be doing?
Well, this is a dream job. You would be daydreaming.
All day?
Start at 8 a.m. and spend the day dreaming about all the millions you could win playing Mega Millions from the Nebraska Lottery.
I'm good at that.
We want people with big imaginations, not just the usual yachts and exotic vacations.
Like a city built with bouncy houses or limo for dogs.
You're hired.
Mega Millions top prize odds 1 in 302 million.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa,